ask the ushers to turn this fan on above my head, please. Hebrews chapter 11. Hebrews chapter 11. Reading just a few verses in your hearing. Hebrews chapter 11. Beginning at verse number 4. Once you have it, please stand to your feet. But around here, I got an echo in my microphone. I got an echo. As we celebrate 186 years, Hebrews chapter 11, on this fine church anniversary, once again, thank God for the presence of Sister Odessa and Sister Sidonia right here around the world. Thank you once again. Hebrews chapter 11, beginning at verse 4, it reads in your hearing. The New King James Version says this: By faith, Abel offered to God a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, through which he obtained witness that he was righteous, God testifying of his gifts, and through it he, being dead, still speaks. By faith Enoch was also taken away, so that he did not see death, and was found, because God had taken him. For before he was taken, he had this testimony, that he pleased God. But without faith, Asbury, it is impossible to please God, for he who comes to God must believe that God is, and that God is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. Asbury, do me a favor, turn your neighbor and say, neighbor.
Neighbor.
I am. Faith. Seeker. You may be seated in the house this morning. As we celebrate 186 wonderful years of this church anniversary, I want to preach and teach from the topic, Faith Seekers. Faith Seekers. What I've come to realize, Minister Smith, is that each of us in our own unique way have sought after so much in this life. We have our own individual goals, aspirations, dreams that we want to fulfill. We are told, even at a young age, Sister Finch, that after a certain while we should seek after getting a good education so you can get a good job and, yes, live the American dream. Many of us have chased after love, chased after power, chased after positions, chased after what you thought would make you feel good or make you get ahead in the end. But I submit to you today, my Asbury family, as we celebrate 186 years of ministry in this sacred space called Asbury, that out of everything you could seek after in this life, you need to seek after building up your faith. See, faith is characterized by a forward look and an openness, watch this y'all, and obedience to the pull of the future that God has planned for you. See, this is what I know, my Asbury family. The reason why it takes many of us 20 years to take 2 steps is because you questioned God's plan for your life and you did not obey him the first time. See, somebody here would never admit that you messed up enough and you know for yourself you should be further along than where you are now. You can't blame him, you can't blame her, you can't blame them. You got to look at the person in the mirror and say, I should have listened to God the first time. I should have built my faith. See, faith may very well have moments of bliss in your life, but for many, having faith and growing in the faith, Asbury, is a painful and pulling process. See, I can't get no help up in here. Somebody can testify on this Sunday morning that you wanted to follow the voice of God, but it was a painful and pulling process. It will pull you away from what you were used to. It will pull you away from friends and family. It will pull you away from your bad habits because you know if you got to follow God, you got to leave some stuff behind. If you want to follow God, guess what? You're going to step on some toes. Some people going to look at you cross-eyed. They ain't going to like you on 10 o'clock on Sunday morning. But I'd rather have God be pleased with me and folk be angry than have God angry with me and folks still like me. See, this is what I know for 186 years on this church anniversary. Everybody who's been in church long enough, you're going to be mad at somebody. Bible. But if this was what I know, people of God, I didn't come here for people. I came here for God. I just need a few witnesses.